We're back on the road heading to the Lone Star State to learn about the district-wide Mac and iPad deployment of Decatur Independent School District. For over 2 decades, Decatur ISD has been a champion of Apple technologies. Today, they deploy shared iPads in the elementary school, and all teachers as well as all high school students are provided a MacBook Air. Meaningful professional development opportunities for teachers serve as the catalyst for deeper integration of Apple technologies in the classroom.
Technology needs to provide teachers and students with greater access to information and tools that we didn't have in our schooling when we were growing up. And being able to provide those tools means that we can have a richer experience in the classroom and a more engaging experience for our students. The Apple hardware and platform has provided us with a real stable environment and a real dependable environment, along with an ease of use that we don't see in other products. So when we go to use these in the classrooms and in instructional settings, we know that the equipment's going to work. We know that we can depend on that equipment to be there and be ready for us.
When I walk around now and walk in and out of classrooms, I see teachers and students engaged in so many more meaningful ways. It has been great to see the things that my teachers and students have come up with. I'm seeing Skype interviews with experts and great engaging PBLs. I think that the technology has enabled my teachers to look at their lessons in a different way and plan lessons in a different way, and my students are engaged in a completely different way than they were before. I felt like we have very compliant kiddos who are able to learn through traditional methods, but now I feel like the technology has really empowered my teachers and my students, but mostly my teachers, and that's the thing that I think that's been the greatest to see, is it's so exciting to walk around now and see the lessons that my teachers are able to come up with. They are innately just so very creative, and the technology has enabled them to think outside the box in the lessons that they're creating. Their instruction is night and day now that they all have the devices in their hands and they're so comfortable with them now.
Mosyle has been a great way to empower our teachers. It's one thing that our teachers requested over the years is that they want to be able to do some things themselves. Teachers want to be independent, and I think they get frustrated when they have to rely on resources and people outside of their classroom, because when they're in that instructional environment, they want to be able to just move right into their engaging instruction and really not have an interruption to a flow, an instructional flow. So being able to put that right into their hands is an amazing resource for us, and I think Mosyle has done a great job of providing that for us.
I cannot imagine dishing out 1,100 laptops without Mosyle, or managing the 200 and some odd 300 iMacs that we have on campuses without it. The time's not there. So like we're testing this week and next week. In the past, I've had to go around and install it by hand. Or the STAR app, in system preferences, you have to go into accessibility, allow it to run. Well, Mosyle did all that for me and I don't have to touch them by hand. I just went over and touched a few and was like, cool, it's working. I know if it's working on one, it's probably working on the rest of them. That was where it took me a whole month to get those computers ready. I was done in a week.
To stay current with more innovative schools like Decatur Independent School District and the best practices for managing Apple devices in schools, click the subscribe button to join our channel now.